Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today we're going to take a look at the Boss Chorus Ensemble CE-5 pedal. Boss pedals, as you know, they've been around forever, literally, okay? And they do make probably one of the best pedals out on the market. They have the best sound quality out there, etc., etc. Well, at least they have for many years. There are up-and-coming companies, of course, that are starting to kind of outdo some of the Boss stuff. As far as rugged ability goes, I don't know what they're like in comparison when you compare high-priced pedals to Boss, because I don't buy boutique pedals and stuff just because, I don't need that stuff. And I can only justify spending so much money, too, on an effect. But now I do have a Chorus vibrato pedal by X5. I love it. It's a great pedal. I had an Outlaw Effects Chorus pedal. Didn't mind it, but when I got the X5 version, I couldn't tolerate the other one anymore. It's just not that good anymore compared to the X5. Now the X5 I think is still a pretty good competitor against this one in a lot of ways, but this one offers some features that even the X5 doesn't have, and that's the high and low frequency adjustment here, or tone controls we'll say, which is a real nice benefit to have that extra ability to just, dial in just exactly what you want type of thing, a little extra, which is kind of nice. Also, of course, this thing sports two outputs, which will be identical in each amplifier that you plug into. And right now, I've got my Cube 60 hooked up behind me to this thing, but I've turned the volume off for now because I want you to hear it through the Katana first. So this is the clean tone. Now the chorus. So you add more depth, they add a little bit more punch. So now if you want that stereo effect, there's the Cube 60 on now, so both amps. So we'll just bring the rate up. Sounds like you're playing out of tune when you're not. Let's bring that depth up a bit. Without. So my opinion is I like the color of the pedal, which is cool. I like the style. It is Boss after all, and I don't think we're ever going to see Boss change the physical shaping of their pedals, which is okay too. It's not a big issue. Some people are starting to have an issue with it though, because they like to see Boss come up with something. Even a better paint job would be cool, something flashy and cool like those boutique pedals. My problem is that's going to drive the price way up. And Boss has a history and a name in the business for being very simplistic but very ruggedly well built, long life lasting, 5-year warranties, which is kind of nice. You do have to register for it though. but that's not a big deal. I really like this. Now I'm not going to say I really like it more than my X5 chorus pedal, because that chorus pedal is a dual pedal. So it has an advantage. It's dual and vibrato, and I can blend it. That I can't do with this. So this is not going to be better than, but it's certainly a really, really good pedal for straight chorus only, which for the fact that I play acoustic guitar mainly in church, but even if I was to bring my electric and use the chorus, this actually has a better chorus than what we have access to in our mixing console. Because we have a Yamaha mixing console that has a whack load of built-in effects, which is nice, and one of them is chorus. But to start messing around with the perimeters on that digital system, it's a lot harder to tweak each individual characteristic of it. It's not that it can't be done, it's just that it's a pain in the neck. This is a lot faster and easier to set it up exactly the way I want it, and I won't want the same chorus effect for every single song. I may want to change where I want a little bit quicker on one song, a little bit slower on another, a little bit more depth on one, less depth on the other. And having these bass and treble controls, or filter controls as they call them, which is, it's just bass and treble is all it is, okay? That's another added benefit, because then you can add a little bit more dynamics and punch into your tone, which is really nice too. Or you can take away some of the bass. I've got to turn the pedal on. Take all the bass away. Add some back in. Pull some of the treble back. Add more in. And although it's not a huge amount of bass and treble that the filter controls, it's enough that it is noticeable and gives you that extra little bit of punch. So even if you have a guitar, especially an acoustic guitar, but even electrics, where you need to add a little bit more thud in there and a little bit less treble, Strats are notorious for being very trebly, and it's very difficult for playing a Strat on stage in the worship music, especially playing hymns, because they're such a tinny machine. Even when you do combine your bridge and your middle together, they still need a little bit of extra help to dial back the highs and add a little bit more punch in, you know what I mean? And this can help with that, where a lot of other chorus pedals, and even some of the other Boss pedals, just don't do that. This one does. So that's another nice thing about the extra feature. Being able to go out to 2 amplifiers and have the exact same sound is also really nice too, because it gives you that full out stereo effect. I've had other pedals before, even Boss ones in the past, many years ago, before I got rid of all my collections. Dumb, I know. But they would only output clean on one side and then the effect on the A side out. So, it's kind of like, this is kind of nice that you can get the exact same effect going into each amplifier, which is really, really cool, So I really like that ability in this, where it has that. Now, as far as what I paid for the thing, I got it at Long McQuaid in North Bay, so this is Canadian prices. This was $149, which I think was a really good price. I think, considering it is Bosch, you are getting quality and performance here, and you're getting a pretty good chorus pedal. Like, I looked at a few of them in the cabinet, and I was like, and then I asked the owner, I said, honestly, what do you think? What do you think out of these two? Which one would you really go for yourself, if you were, doing this? And he actually said that this one was the better one in his opinion. And I didn't even fire it up in the store, and normally I would, but I thought, you know what, I trust the guy. He's a guitar player too, and he knows his stuff, and all right, let's do this, and my other choice was actually a 3 pot, so basically I'd have depth, rate and level out of the other course pedal. I can't remember the model number of it. But that was the only other one in the case at the time that I was looking at, and it's like, I'll take this one. It's got more toys. What the hell? You know what I mean? And so this is the one I settled on, and I'm quite happy with the choice, actually. It was a really good choice, very happy with it. And this is something that I'm going to be using portable for when I go and play in church, okay? And then I may use it here as well at home, put it on my pedal board, or maybe just run it as a single for certain songs, whatever type of thing, and it's very handy. And of course, like all Boss pedals, you know, they do run a 9-volt battery or a power supply, and today I'm just running the battery through it, and works great. Get several hours of battery use, which is pretty decent. You know, just make sure you always unplug everything if you're gonna have a battery in there, or you will kill the battery, because it will activate automatically if you're plugged in. So just unplug everything when you're not using the pedal if you're going to run batteries, so you're good. Otherwise, take the battery out, throw it on your pedal board, run it off a power brick, and never have to worry about it. So there you go. So anyways, there's definitely going to be more Boss pedals coming to the channel, little bits here and there over time. Another reason why I got the Katana amp too is because I have access to over 50 different Boss pedal effects, and some of them are ones that I've seen on YouTube channels, just the effects themselves. And it's like, you know, I would like to maybe hear that from my own ears. And having the Katana amp really helps with being able to hear those sounds and being able to dial them in too. And then saying, okay, would I really want the real pedal? Because not everything I do can be done by having a pre-programmed effect, you know. And so I like to have a separate pedal for when I need that effect and run it off the pedal. You know, whenever, wherever type of thing, you know. And if I'm going to use a different amp than the Katana, of course, I would need to have actual pedal. So the Katana amp does have a purpose for me, other than being an amplifier that kicks butt and has some awesome programmabilities and etc. etc. But yeah, very happy. For your guys who like your star ratings, I have no qualms whatsoever putting this thing at an easy 4.5 out of 5. I do not do 5-star reviews on any products because they don't deserve it, because nothing's perfect. You know, but that's where I'm going to put this, is 4.5 out of 5, and I say it's a great buy. If you're looking for something with this kind of functionality, then it's definitely going to suit your needs, that's for sure. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and staying tuned. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get notifications. If you like the video, thumbs it up. You know, if you don't, well, that's fine too. You know, it's up to you, but it helps me out for sure. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.